right, Susie, would you take us through? Science is all about cause.
Science is all about cause. Now, if really everything is connected to everything, if there really is all only a oneness, everything then affects everything, and the whole idea of causality has to be revised. Will this harmon?
Yeah.
On the note of creating my reality, can I decide right now to be free?
Can you?
Yes.
Okay. Anna, can you make that same decision?
Be free. Yes.
Okay. Sarah,
Yes.
Danielle,
Yes.
lovely. So, Susie, please continue.
If I am source, why not make that decision in each moment?
Yeah. Isn't
Good
that
question.
Yeah.
The way it just popped into my mind, it's like, you know how when babies are born and they need so much sleep
Yeah.
and they're only conscious for a little bit? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm building my endurance to be conscious all the time. Like I recognize that I'm not there, but I'm very consciously showing up to build that discipline.
Baby steps, baby steps. Right on. I totally hear you. I would say
In
guilty as charged or innocent as charged.
might I need to play longer in the field of resentment and unforgiveness in order to come to decide and die to who I think I am? And the answer is no, because I'm getting beat up there.
And this
A
How
friendly
much more will it take, like
well, as much as we need.
it's needed, yeah.
And the thing that is, the thing about free will that is fascinating is who I think I am is not free. Absolutely not free. But who I am is free.
Yeah.
So I just have to drop the thoughts.
The conditioning, right? Like the
Yeah,
the looking for it out there.
yeah.
Yeah. If
The
it takes me the same amount of
resentment.
steps to walk to this field and get beat
Yeah,
up, why am I
yeah.
not walking the same amount of steps to that nice field of enlightenment and peace and joy and
I know.
smelling the flowers there?
Isn't it?
You know?
And it's strange that we would need distraction until we don't.
Yeah.
I totally relate. I can totally relate to that.
In accepting non-causality, I find rest in the realization that I did not and cannot make any errors, since the ego is not causing anything to happen, it just thinks it does. Hence, what do I get by blocking such quality of relaxation? Absolutely nothing.
Well, if you get tiredness.
And like the thing in my personal path right now, the thing that I'm working with within myself is forgiving myself for thinking I should have done better when there is not one thing I could have done to change the way God wanted my life to
Exactly.
happen. Like one
Who
thing.
I think I am is
Like
not
I couldn't
free.
have breathed more, breathed less, give more money, give less money, more time, less time. Like showed up more, showed up less. Like known more, known less. Like the way my life has happened up until this point in time has been perfect, and that is really hard to um it's hard to accept the difficult things that happened, you know, um as perfect because they fucking hurt to go through, right? And you're like, how can that be perfect? But
I
even
know. If only we could let go of the judgment.
and
This
that's the
is
thing, right?
good.
Like that's
This is evil. If only we could drop that one.
yeah. And something that I come back to all the time is like, even though the experience might have not been my taste, right? It's like tasting something bitter or tasting something gross, but you tried it, right? Enough to build a preference to not ever want to go there again. But like what I think about is like I paid for the wisdom with my experience. So whatever I gleaned from it, I get to take with me. And that I can make pleasing, that I can make
Exactly.
funny, right? Instead of just bitterness.
Beautiful. What I'm hearing is you're changing bitterness into betterness.
Yeah.
Lovely choice. So, Anna, how does this page touch you?
Uh how it's remembering to relax
Yeah.
and to let go
Yes,
because it's important.
exactly.
There have been times in my life that, for example, I remember I was 16 or 17 years old and I wanted to fall in love. And I remember I was like, out there, it was like an evening night, and I was with a friend of mine, and I'm like, I'm ready to fall in love. And then I forgot about that. And then after some time, I really fell in love. And then there have been other moments in my life that there haven't been a perfect example of me wanting and like desiring something, and I put it out there and I let go and I entirely forgot about it, and then it happened, and I had forgotten that it had happened so simply, and like without me having to try about it at all. It just, and then I remembered, oh my God, I asked for that, didn't I? So I think letting go perhaps is an indication that, not perhaps, but it is, that I know it's gonna happen. So I'm not in any rush or in any hurry for it to happen now.
Yeah. No gradual creation is what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah.
Lovely. Beautiful. And Sarah, any wisdom from you on this?
I love all of these. It's funny. It's making me think about when I first showed up today. I said I said weirdly I'm really comfortable. Like
Yeah.
I'm so used to being agitated that seems like it's normal. So feeling open and free, it's a little like, huh.
Beautiful.
But I do love the that source of I'm getting better in the moment, seeing like, what is my mind doing? Is this what I want? And realizing I can come back, back to source.
Lovely. Excellent. And Danielle.
Yeah, I love this page, and I love everyone's work today and choosing to do the work.
Yeah.
What comes to mind is a conversation I had with Michael just a while back around being in San Miguel for 5 weeks and how much magic happened day after day, day after day. And Michael reminded me, but this is what you wanted, right? Why are you feeling guilty, or why are you struggling? Why are you resisting? You want this, right? It's somewhere between a lifestyle entrepreneur and a digital nomad. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, it's unfolding, and it's just happening like day after day. Amazing stuff. So much that I've already decided to go back to San Miguel sooner than later. However, what happened in San Miguel and what I did in San Miguel is happening here. So it really doesn't matter where I am, because when I got back from Mexico, I had a lovely reunion with Sarah. My nephew just moved to Austin. I got to see him. We celebrated Sarah's birthday on Wednesday. I was able to do work with friends and get caught up on Thursday. We went on a boat ride on Friday. We were in a community event last night. It was beautiful. We went to the living room and it's like, wait a minute. I don't have to be here or there. I can be just wherever I am, and this beauty and fun keeps unfolding. And I shared last night, and there was this lover, no, not lover, leader heart coherence. I was shaking my head when Amparo was talking, and then I said something, and it was just it was the right time to say that, and it was so congruent coming from me. And several people afterwards thanked me for what I said, and I was like, okay, well, I wasn't speaking to be seen, or I wasn't looking for clients, or I wasn't, being smarty pants, special boy, sharing shit. It was just like it just came, and it was a mind heart coherence that was beautiful. And by the way, Sarah even shared, she was put on the spot last night, and she was like amazing. I mean, like, oh my God, I get to go home with that woman. So, so it was like, being in this paradise, this milk and honey moment after moment after moment.
There
So,
was a certain amount of coherence where we were present, and that's the way the magic could happen. Because if I knew that I was going to do what I did, I would have been afraid. But
course.
because it was just in the moment, it was no problem.
So what I'm hearing is you had both an experience of greed in Genu, where the voice spoke at the right time in the right way. There was no desire, as you said, Danielle, to sell anything or to be heard or any of it. You were just in the ingenuousness of the voice. Beautiful, beautiful.